I told my son's girlfriend he cheated. He never cheated. My son loves hard and fast. Always has. His father left when he was 7, and I've watched him spend his whole life looking for someone to stay. Most of his girlfriends made me nervous. Then he met Zoe. She was warm, thoughtful, called me just to check in, knew my coffee order by the second visit. When my car broke down 40 minutes away, she drove out to sit with me before the tow truck even arrived. She felt like the daughter I never had. I remember thinking he'd finally found someone safe. Everything was perfect for almost a year. Then I noticed my son started to lose weight, maybe 10 pounds over a couple months. I told myself it was stress. He'd just started a new job, they'd moved in together, life was busy. But then 10 became 20, his cheeks went hollow, his clothes hung off him like they belonged to someone else. I asked Zoe about it once, casually, while we were washing dishes after Sunday dinner. She laughed and said he'd been hitting the gym, but I'd seen my son's eyes that night. He barely touched his food. He kept zoning out mid-conversation. That wasn't a gym routine. He stopped calling as much, then stopped answering when I called him. Sunday dinners turned into every other week, then once a month, then excuses I didn't believe. I showed up at their apartment unannounced one Saturday. I just wanted to see him. Zoe answered the door in a robe, pupils so wide I could barely see the color of her eyes. She said he was sleeping. It was 3 in the afternoon. I pushed past her and found him on the couch, pale, breathing shallow. He woke up just enough to tell me to go home. I found tinfoil in the bathroom trash on my way out. I called him the next day and begged him to tell me what was going on. He swore it was nothing, said Zoe had it under control, that she knew what she was doing, that I was overreacting. I asked him what exactly she had under control. He hung up. I didn't know what to do, so I tracked down one of Zoe's old friends from high school, a girl named Cassie who I'd met once at a barbecue. I found her on Facebook and sent her a message saying I was worried about my son and Zoe both. She called me within an hour. What she told me made my stomach turn. She said Zoe had been using substances since sophomore year of college, but it had never been this bad. Said she'd cut off everyone who tried to help her. Then she said something I wasn't expecting at all, that Zoe was the one selling it. Oxy, fentanyl, whatever people wanted. She wasn't just using with my son. She was supplying half the neighborhood, and now she had him hooked too. I tried one more time, drove to their apartment and waited until Zoe left for work. Sat my son down and told him I loved him, that I wasn't judging, that I just wanted to help. He looked at me with those hollow eyes and said there was nothing to help. Said Zoe was the only person who really understood him. Said I was jealous because he'd finally found someone who loved him more than I did. His 24th birthday was the worst part. We had dinner at my house. He nodded off twice at the table, once in the middle of his own sentence. Zoe sat next to him, rubbing his back, talking over him like nothing was wrong. My sister whispered to me in the kitchen, asking if he was okay. I didn't know what to say. After cake, I pulled Zoe aside, told her I knew what was happening, told her she needed to help him get clean, or I would get him away from her myself. She smiled at me, sweet as ever, and said I should be careful making accusations I couldn't prove. Then she said something I'll never forget. He's not yours anymore. He's mine, and he'll choose me every single time. She was right. He would choose her. So I stopped giving him the choice. I spent a whole weekend creating fake texts, fake photos, a whole fake affair with a girl who didn't exist. Made it look like he'd been cheating for months. Sent everything to Zoe anonymously. She exploded. Threw his stuff on the lawn, called him disgusting, blocked him everywhere. He showed up at my door that night sobbing, saying he didn't understand. He'd never touched anyone else. Someone was lying. I held him and told him I was sorry. He was devastated. Barely ate for weeks. But without her, something shifted. 3 weeks later, he checked himself into rehab. 90 days inpatient. When he came out, he'd gained 30 pounds back. His eyes were clear for the first time in over a year. A year later, I told him the truth. He immediately hugged me and said, "Thank you for saving me before it was too late."